Have you ever felt that little voice in your head whispering, "Go on, just one drink won't hurt"? It sneaks up when you least expect it, after a long day at work, during a social gathering, or even when you're just sitting at home. If you've been there, you know exactly what I'm talking about. These are alcohol cravings, and they can feel incredibly powerful, almost like they're in the driver's seat. But here is the game-changing truth. Cravings are a normal part of changing your relationship with alcohol, and they absolutely do not have to control you. You are stronger than any urge. Today, I'm going to walk you through the top 5 science-backed strategies to effectively manage alcohol cravings. These aren't just quick fixes. They are powerful tools that will help you stay in charge of your choices, your health, and your life. By the end of this video, you'll have a practical toolkit to navigate those tough moments with confidence. So, let's get started and learn how to take back the power. First up, let's talk about strategy number 1, delay and distract. This is one of the most effective in-the-moment techniques you can use. Here's a fascinating fact. Most cravings do not last nearly as long as they feel like they will. On average, an intense urge will peak and then begin to fade within about 15 to 20 minutes. The secret is to not give in during that peak. Think of a craving like a wave in the ocean. It builds up, gets bigger and more intense, reaches a crest, and then it naturally breaks and recedes. Your job isn't to stop the wave, but to learn how to surf it. So, when a craving hits, your first move is to consciously decide to delay. Tell yourself, "Okay, I feel this urge, but I'm going to wait just 20 minutes before I decide anything." This simple act of pausing puts you back in control. Now for the second part, distract. You need to actively redirect your mind and body away from the craving. Don't just sit there fighting it in your head. Get up and change your state. Go for a brisk walk around the block and focus on the feeling of your feet hitting the pavement. Put on your favorite upbeat playlist and have a mini dance party. Call a friend to talk about something completely unrelated, or dive into a task that requires your full attention, like organizing a messy drawer or playing a challenging game on your phone. By the time you're done, you'll often find that the craving has lost its grip or disappeared entirely. You've successfully ridden the wave. Next, let's move on to strategy number 2, change your environment. Our surroundings have a massive, often subconscious influence on our behaviors and cravings. Think about it. If you walk into a bakery, the smell of fresh bread can make you hungry even if you weren't before. The same principle applies to alcohol. If your environment is filled with triggers, you're constantly fighting an uphill battle. A trigger could be the bottle of wine on your kitchen counter, the route you take home from work that passes your old favorite bar, or even scrolling through social media and seeing photos of people drinking. So, one of the most powerful long-term strategies is to intentionally redesign your environment to support your goals. Start at home. Remove any alcohol from your house. If you live with others who drink, have a conversation and ask if they can keep it out of sight. Next, stock your fridge with exciting alternatives. Don't just settle for water. Get some fancy sparkling water, kombucha, high-quality herbal teas, or ingredients to make creative mocktails. Make your non-alcoholic options feel like a treat, not a punishment. Then, think about your social life. Suggest activities with friends that don't revolve around drinking. Go for a hike, try a new coffee shop, see a movie, or visit a museum. By consciously curating a low-trigger environment, you're not just avoiding temptation, you're building a new lifestyle where sobriety is the easy, natural choice. All right, let's dive into strategy number 3, healthy substitutes. This one is brilliant because it works with your brain's love for habits and rituals, rather than fighting against it. For many of us, the act of drinking is tied to a specific time, place, or feeling. It's the ritual of pouring a glass of wine to unwind after work, holding a cold beer at a barbecue, or clinking glasses to celebrate a special occasion. The craving isn't just for the alcohol itself, it's also for the ritual. This is where substitutes become your superpower. The goal is to keep the comforting ritual, but swap out the substance. You're essentially tricking your brain into feeling satisfied. If you miss the feeling of sipping something while you cook dinner, pour yourself some sparkling water with a slice of lime and a sprig of mint into a nice wine glass. It looks and feels sophisticated. If you're at a party and feel awkward with empty hands, grab a can of soda or an alcohol-free beer. There are some fantastic non-alcoholic options available now that taste amazing. The physical act of holding a drink and sipping it can satisfy that habitual urge without any of the negative consequences of alcohol. This strategy helps you reprogram your brain, showing it that you can relax, socialize, and celebrate without alcohol. It's about finding new, healthier rituals that serve you better. Now for a really big one, strategy number 4. Manage stress and emotions. Let's be honest, for many people, cravings aren't just random. They are a direct response to feeling stressed, anxious, tired, lonely, or overwhelmed. Alcohol can feel like a quick and easy solution, a way to numb out and temporarily escape those difficult feelings. It promises relief, a fast track to feeling better. But we know that it's a very short-term fix with long-term costs. The stress doesn't go away. It's just waiting for you when the effects of the alcohol wear off, often with added feelings of guilt or anxiety. A more sustainable approach is to build a toolbox of healthy coping mechanisms. Instead of reaching for a drink to manage your emotions, you turn to a tool that actually addresses the root cause. This is about being proactive, not reactive. When you feel stress building, what can you do instead? Exercise is a fantastic option. Even a 20-minute workout can release endorphins and reduce stress hormones. Journaling is another powerful tool. Writing down your thoughts and feelings can help you process them and gain clarity. Mindfulness and meditation can teach you to observe your feelings without being controlled by them. And never underestimate the power of simply talking it out with someone you trust. When you build these healthy habits, you're not just fighting cravings, you're building emotional resilience. You're learning to soothe yourself in ways that are genuinely healing and empowering. And that brings us to our final and perhaps most crucial strategy, number 5, stay connected. When a powerful craving hits, one of the worst things you can do is isolate yourself. Loneliness is like fuel for cravings. It makes you feel like you're in a one-on-one battle with this giant urge, and it can be incredibly draining and demoralizing. Your mind can start playing tricks on you, telling you that you're the only one who struggles this much, that no one understands, and that giving in is the only way out. This is where the power of connection comes in. It completely flips the script. Reaching out to a supportive person, whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, a therapist, or a support group, can make all the difference. Just saying the words, "I'm having a really strong craving right now," out loud to someone who gets it, can instantly cut the craving's power in half. It takes the struggle out of the darkness and into the light. This connection reminds you that you are not alone. There are people who care about you and who are rooting for you. A quick phone call, a text message, or attending a support meeting can shift your perspective from "I have to fight this all by myself" to "we've got this." That sense of shared experience and encouragement is an incredibly powerful force that strengthens your resolve and reminds you of your commitment to yourself and your well-being. So, let's quickly recap the 5 strategies we've covered today. First, delay and distract. Ride out the 20-minute wave of the craving by getting busy with something else. Second, change your environment. Set yourself up for success by removing triggers and making your surroundings sobriety-friendly. Third, healthy substitutes. Keep the ritual but swap the drink to satisfy your brain's habits. Fourth, manage stress and emotions. Build a toolbox of healthy coping mechanisms to deal with the root causes of your cravings. And fifth, stay connected. Reach out for support and remember that you are not alone in this. Here's the most important thing to remember. Experiencing cravings is not a sign of weakness. It's a normal biological part of the brain healing and rewiring itself. But cravings do not define you, and they don't have to dictate your actions. With these strategies, delay, environment, substitutes, stress management, and connection, you have the power to take back control, one choice at a time. Every single time you successfully navigate a craving, you are doing more than just resisting an urge. You are actively building a new neural pathway in your brain. You are building strength, you are building resilience, and most importantly, you are building confidence and trust in yourself. If you found these strategies helpful, please give this video a thumbs up, as it really helps the channel reach more people who might need to hear this message. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on more content designed to empower you on your journey. And please, share this video with a friend or family member who you think could benefit from these strategies. Thank you so much for watching and for investing in yourself today. Remember, cravings are temporary, but the strength you are building is permanent. You've got this.